I'm sorry I didn't tell you sooner. It's just, I was afraid.
Understandable.
I was afraid you'd use me like everyone else when they figured out who I am. There's usually 3 responses, you know. I've mapped them out.
Now that seems like a very Grindelwald thing to do. Making judgments on the world before they've had time to explain themselves to you.
There you go. That's one of them. I'll always be cursed with this family. This history. A while ago, I found a diary in the TARDIS. Tried to write to it just to see what would happen. You know who it was? Tom Riddle. It was the diary he warned me about. And Tom Riddle asked for my help.
The diary is not to touch it ever again until you give me full and explicit permission, Carrie Fisher.
And that's the 3rd response. Fear. When people know that I'm related to Grindelwald, they either run away, try and manipulate into helping their cause in some twisted way to meet him, or they're so terrified of me that I stand no chance of being in their definition of a friend.
I'm not mad, I want you to know that. I'm not afraid, I'm certainly not going to run. Mostly, I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed that someone could be so ashamed of who they are. They're hiding even from their best friend.
Yeah, well, that could go for the both of us, couldn't it?
Exactly. Seems like we've got a lot to learn from each other. And now, the things I haven't told you. I'm not just a Time Lord. I'm the last of the Time Lords. I'm making something that are amazing because that's how I choose to think of them. They're all gone. I'm the only one left.
You lost your people. What happened?
There was a war. A war between the Time Lords and the Daleks.
What's a Dalek? It sounds familiar. Have they been to Earth before?
Oh, so many times. They've tried to conquer, invade, slavery. They've all lost, fled, and ran. Guess why? Me. I'm the only Time Lord who can call them off because there's no one else left. It's the bloodiest war in history. Time Lords almost wiped from the sky. Daleks are the most brutal killing machine in the universe, full of hatred, screaming, trapped in a metal case.
And they destroyed your home.
Tried to. I had to knock out for a moment in time and space, like a painting of a single second. It's gone now. The Daleks will never be able to get in.
And the Time Lords will never be able to get out. Doctor, I'm so sorry. I didn't know. You know why I came with you? When I first looked into your eyes, I didn't see someone who was afraid of me, or someone who wanted to test me. I saw someone who was lonely, and just wanted a friend. Doctor, I've been thinking. I want to go home. I've seen so many things with you, and I wouldn't trade it for the world, but...
I forgot to ask, have you got family? Anyone waiting for you?
Just me. Anyone on Grindelwald's side of the family doesn't want contact with the squib of the family. See, and it's hardly like I'm in his good graces. I just miss my flat. And my kitten. A familiar sky.
Right. Well, if you want to leave, I wouldn't blame you. It's just a bit soon, isn't it? We're going to see so many more things. If you think you've seen the whole universe at barely scratched the surface, it's much madder and better than you could ever imagine. Plus at the TARDIS for London.
You know I don't want to stop traveling with you, right? That I were just having you on?
Seriously?
Double seriously. What's more, you could fuel up the TARDIS when we land. I'm not that daft. There's been all kinds of alien activity on Cardiff the past few years. Come on. Do you really think I'd give up the universe that easily? I'm guessing it's not supposed to do that.
Well, we are not supposed to. This is impossible. It's protected to entire mechanics. It's meaningless. It's just wasteful. I can't go offline not getting any signal.
You don't know where we are? I thought we were in mid-flight when you switched off the stabilizers.
That's why it's even more impossible than it already is. Unless it's something that's not from here. Not from this universe. None of all of reality breaking through the cracks of my TARDIS.
And that's bad. Yeah.
Possibly. Depends on what reality it is.
Hang on, though. I've read all about this sort of thing, multiverse theory. Supposedly there's an infinite number of universes out there. One where Winston Churchill is president, one where the TARDIS is green instead of blue.
Exactly. They're all based on one single choice, every choice that is ever made. Every single second can stem thousands, possibly millions of other universes. There's different degrees of changes, some could be tiny, maybe 10 left instead of right, maybe someone's life was not supposed to be. Either way, big trouble for us, even bigger for the rest of our universe. Should I take a quick look?
Doctor, what the hell did you just do?
It wasn't me, I didn't touch anything. This TARDIS is compromised. We need to get somewhere safe.
I thought you said the TARDIS was the safest place in the universe.
And now, it's the safest place in the universe in the great big time, and it looks suspiciously like a bomb counting down to I don't know how fast. You want to take your chances?
Fair point. I'm sticking with you, no matter where we are.
Oh no, bad news.
That's the cloister bell, right? You said it went off when it detected Judge Staunton in Salem.
It only goes off when the universe is in mortal peril, or I suppose in any universe is. It's not just headed in a friendly place. I'm going to go outside, you should stay here.
Nice try. It's empty. There's no one here. What could have caused everyone to pack up and leave like this? And how far does it go for?
I'm sorry, Carrie, I think it's cooler than that. I thought I told you to stay in the TARDIS.
You did. Surprised I'm here anyway.
No, everyone does this in the end. You better not be one of the ones who wander off.
What do you mean it's crueler than everyone leaving suddenly?
The open car windows, doors left wide open, even in an emergency the humans would care enough to make sure their home still had security.
In which case, they didn't have time to make sure. Someone got to them before they could.
Exactly. I don't think this was a natural disaster. I think everyone was taken captive from their homes.
Did you see that?
See what?
Nothing. I thought I just must have been a shadow. That's weird.
Carrie, please don't lie to me. If there's something going on here, I need to be aware of every detail as it unfolds to get a hold of the bigger picture.
Which is...
I could be completely wrong, this is just a shot in the dark, but I do love it when they turn out to be right, though. Feels like I get to brag about them later. This is an entirely different universe, everything we know is up in the air. I think aliens invaded and took everyone from their homes before we had anything to say about it.
So, where are they now? I mean, they're not dead. Tell me they're not dead. Oh my god. That's why you said it was cool.
Alternate universe. Like I said, anything goes. Thing is, I'm not the one who's protecting Earth. If that were the case, it'd be invaded every other week. If everyone's already been taken, then there's not a lot to defend humanity.
What? Doctor, what's wrong?
Don't get attached to anyone here, no matter what role they may play in the real world.
So why are you telling me this? It's hardly like I know anyone in parallel worlds.
You know, I'm reminded myself. If there's no humans left, and we're in Ealing, let's try this way.
You wouldn't happen to be leading us directly away from the action, would you?
Now what, Crayfish, would ever give you that idea? I eat action for breakfast. I don't, I prefer tea and biscuits. The thing I'm worried about, though, that timer. I need visuals on it every single second. I'm gonna hack your mind again and connect you directly to the TARDIS.
What? Bloody hell. Can you stop hacking my mind to connect your super duper advanced machinery?
You're the only one I've got. It comes in the job, trust me. But you want?
What was that for? I thought you were going to give me a countdown.
That was it. Right, tell me, what do you see?
It's worse. The cloister bell is ringing, and it's at 30 minutes.
It's weird. I'm nervous, but I'm excited. It's more than I'm excited.
You won't be if it's a bomb.
Fair point. Something for a bit more optimism. Now, as of the time, that's been not a bomb at all times. So the second anything changes, got it?
Yeah, got it. Listen, it might be a good idea if we split up. We'll cover more ground that way.
I give her unlimited access to a time and space machine and she doesn't even say thanks. Is there something wrong with my stomach? There must be. Keep saying there's multiple life forms in the area, but we're the only ones here, as far as I know. You know, someday, maybe, I'll meet someone who actually listens when I say don't wander off.
I know you're there. There's no need to be scared of me, unless you know about my family, which would be impossible since it's a parallel world. Please come out. I can help you.
There's no one who could help us. The world is collapsing in on itself as we speak.
Then why are you following me and the doctor?
My dying must remain hidden. They cannot find me.
Alright, I'm good at keeping secret. Who's they?
They came in the night. It was horrible. One night, big spaceship over London, UFO beam and all. No one was expecting them. They destroyed everything. Took people from their homes. I don't think they got everyone. There's still a few stragglers on the streets.
UFO beam? What, like, beam me up, Scotty?
Exactly. Took everyone to their ship. Where the ship is now, I have no idea, but...
Hang on. It took them on board. Then maybe things aren't as bad as you think. Maybe they're all still alive, waiting to be rescued. It can't be all that bad, can it?
Things are about as bad as they can get. The doomsday clock? It went down to exactly 2 minutes.
That's bad, I imagine.
We have exactly a week before Earth collapses in on itself. Is what the remaining scientists are telling us. And then... that's that. No more humans. No more nature. No more life. Did you say you were with the doctor?
Might have come up.
There's something you need to see. I know who you are. Who you really are. The doctor still doesn't, does she?
We haven't exactly had time to talk about it.
After this, you might not have a choice.
Hang on, I'm not following you anywhere until I at least know your name. And where we're going.
Samantha. We're going to the refugee camp put together by your father.
My father put together a refugee camp? That doesn't sound like him at all.
It's exactly like him. Everyone has to come from a pure-blooded line of hierarchy to be let in. Kill stragglers who try and create false identities. Everything's already collapsing in on itself. How much worse could it get?
You're right, that does sound like him. Taking the world at its weakest and making it into an empire of his own.
I told you. This is his world.
Bad news. Picking up all sorts of stragglers from their family, are they? I'm the Exhibit A. Bloody hell. Rushing how much time was left. No, wait, different universe is a different number. Worth a shot to try the main line.
United Nations Weaponry Service, how can I help?
What? Weaponry service? Listen, this is a world disaster. I need a unit on the phone right now. Kate, that's you, is it?
Sorry, the government organisation known as UNIT was overruled 10 years ago.
You don't need weapons. People are being picked up in the streets of broad daylight by aliens. Talk to people that can talk to them. That's what UNIT's for.
I'm awfully sorry to hear that. I can put you on hold for an agent to direct your call if you'd like.
So much for a last resort. Hang on now. If this universe is marching itself to destruction, and they're not doing it to save themselves, they want to be destroyed. What's gone wrong here? And why is anyone doing anything about it? So what choice will lead them to doomsday? He's back.
Mr. Grindelwald, I brought a visitor. She wanted to observe our progress on the remains of the humans.
A visitor? Another refugee, perhaps? Tell me, young one, are you pure of blood and heart?
I hardly think that matters. We're all equal in status in the darkest of times.
Well said. And you are?
Carrie Fisher.
An apt replacement for your namesake. Shall I give you a tour of our campsite? We'd best be friendly amongst the remains of humanity, if we are truly to perish.
Loving the optimism.
They came to us at the world's end, lost, alone, hungry, clinging to life. Who are we to deny them? They only need one thing. Purity of the heart and purity of the blood.
Yeah, why does blood purity matter so much?
At the end of the world, the strong survive. It is us who are welcome here.
I don't know if you saw, but those aliens who landed just now took all of your strong people and shot them. Where does that leave you lot?
Alive. Makes you question who the strong people really are.
Carrie, I need you back here right now. Big crisis. Seriously big crisis. And all government officers are offline.
So you come to me.
Yes, you're the best I got. This one's already given up. Hours with it. universal destruction. Meet me back at Bannerman Road, now.
Kind of busy at the moment. Met someone who might be important in saving the world, actually.
Did you not hear the words big crisis? I'll give you 10 minutes. After that, tires are set to automatic return.
What?
I told you, parallel world, don't get attached. I'll give anyone here false hope. We're going to be able to save everyone here.
Mr. Grindelwald, what do you know about the end of the world? As in saving people from total destruction.
Have you seen this place? No one wants to be saved.
Yes, but if they did, if they were truly desperate, truly at their last hope, and if they were struggling to stay alive, where would they go? Where would you take them?
We do have a secret hideout, should worst come to worst. Inside the government headquarters itself. Is it urgent?
Get all your people and bring them here. This world is dying and I have a feeling you'll need that spot.
I'm sorry. Did you say this universe?
Gotta go. Sorry to leave you in a lurch. Good luck.
Tell everyone. There's been a change in plans.
There you are. What took so bloody long?
They're not all gone. I found a camp. Load of them. In a camp.
Ah, good news. This one might not be doomed after all.
Yeah, bad news. They're ruled by Grindelwald.
My confidence is growing every minute.
Doctor, what's wrong? You've been crying.
I haven't.
Yes, you have, Doctor. It's alright to have emotions. You know that? What's wrong?
My friend, my best friend, not the real one. I know, but it's complicated. She lived here.
Lived?
If what I fear is right, yes. The night my man was one of her oldest enemies, if he ever took my mind as easily as he did her.
Doctor, it's alright. We can leave. It's another dimension, remember?
Yeah.
What's her name?
Sarah. My Sarah Jane Smith.
Where the hell have you been?
You may not believe the day I'm having.
Nice digs. Secret lair.
Welcome to the attic. Not much of a hideout anymore, but it used to be the safest place on Earth. Me, Mom, Ronnie, and Clyde fought aliens and protected the world from here.
Right. No more of this schmoozing. What's happened to them? Why are you the only one left?
Ronnie was the first to be killed. The Shadow Architects found their family in the middle of the night and killed all of them. Drove Clyde mad. He couldn't bear to lose her. He went to fight on the front lines. Joined Grindelwald's secret army.
Sorry, whose secret army?
Just tell me what happened to Sarah. Is she safe?
Doctor.
Is she safe?
Doctor, I'm sorry.
No. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me.
Hell is empty. The devils are here.
What?
Shakespeare. I used to read it every day with Mr. Smith. Just never knew what it meant until now.
No.
Don't bother. As soon as she was gone, everyone thought Earth was free to invade, and that's what they did. That's how this hell started. You said the Earth was about to explode in on itself? At this point, I wouldn't blame you for not trying to save anyone. It's cursed, this world. There's no hope left. Not anymore.
How did you know I...
Been tracking you since you arrived on Mr. Smith, yeah? I know. Big advanced computer. How come you didn't detect it? I put it on a camouflage shield as it scanned extraterrestrial devices.
That was very quick.
Yeah, well, I learned from the best.
At least you believe it's me. You're the first one who has since I've changed. Let's think about my leg, Luf. That's why I had to leave. I had to leave everyone in the end. She's the only one who's constant in my life, the only one who's always there for me to go back to. I'm so stupid.
She loved you, and she would have wanted you to know. So if you can't save this world, and you're absolutely sure of that, maybe a push from her will make you want to save someone.
You alright?
No better. How much time left on the ball?
30 minutes.
30 minutes, really? No problem, even more convenient news. Should give my plan just enough time to work.
You mean you do have a plan? 5 seconds ago you were ready to give up.
Nah, me give up? Never doubt me and Luke Smith because I have always got a plan. Well, 93% of the time. 85?
Stick with 80.
Next to me, parallel world, to find out what's different, what's changed. What the tiny trend is that changed everything from our timeline. Currently a complete timeline of Sarah's life. Books, infos, websites, anything. Luke, over here, we're going to break into the Shadow Architect's ship.
I don't know what you did, but thank you.
I didn't do anything.
Right, facts and figures, what do we know? Anything that changed from my universe, the slightest alteration. I could solve everything. Luke, what happened when I had to leave her on Earth to go to Gallifrey?
We never found you again. You never came back for her. She still started her life in Bannerman Road. Still worked for alien fighting organizations. Torchwood unit. But she was closed off. She didn't trust anyone.
How'd you know? Doesn't matter, that's one big change. How'd you get to be part of her life? Because in my world, we're in an experiment created by the Bane and she saved you. Hang on, did you say she worked for Torchwood?
Best in their field after Captain Jack. She was always on the front lines of any alien invasion. They said she had the finest shot they'd ever seen. Same story near enough. She rescued me from a pop factory that Miss Foster was using to be a breeding ground for adipose. Remember those pills that were popular a few years ago to lose weight?
Can you believe the cover story they put out for this? Mass hallucination. UFO ship was selling the point. Shame that lost 5 kilos on that pill.
Actually, it's very different than my universe. Point 1. Not Miss Foster, but Mrs. Wormwood. Point 2. She used guns?
If you know so much about her, why are you asking Luke?
Actually, that's a good point. Why are you asking me?
I told you I mean every single detail in her life, so I can work out the precise moment that this universe changed around, and the pivotal moment when the Shadow Architects intervened. We must have been keeping an eye on her for a while. So, what changed? Why now?
Well, she just found out.
Just found out what?
That Peter Dalton was really dead, brought back to life by the trickster. She'd never really known how to handle emotional situations. She didn't have the best response.
Which was...
Luke?
She shot him.
Oh my god.
Key moment. She felt threatened, that's why she had to stick to her way with the aliens in my world. No plans, just logic. Instead of coming up with a clever way out.
She fired in self-defense. Went a bit mad after that. Not that she'd ever let it on to any of us, of course. Still, odd little things. Getting the car brake, not locking the doors. But it built up over time.
The Shadow Architects got her. Just that any spark of relationship that happened to him that left, squashing it dead. That's trouble with self-doubt. If you don't get to it right away, it builds up and turns this horrible monster, hiding in the back of your mind.
And now she's their right-hand man. Woman. You gotta admit, they know what buttons to press for the world destruction. Sorry. Probably not helping. Meanwhile, my father is head of the remaining humans. He's binding them to all some sort of horrible blood status camp.
He's what?
Grindelwald. Grindelwald's your father. I thought my life was rough.
Yeah, not exactly the fatherly type him. Had a fling with a muggle years ago. It was a huge scandal. Of course, they hushed it all up from ever entering the press. In your world, does magic exist and everyone's fine with it?
For the most part, the cover-up for magic for years was that a woman named Joanne had written a book about wizards and published it. That turned out to be a character, and sure enough, everything was real. But it did make sense, and if you're from a different universe, where do you fit into the story? How can you be Grindelwald's daughter?
Carrie, you'll just tell me now. It's alright.
Thank you.
You need to see the scale of the destruction. It can't be just Ely and the Shadow Architects have invaded. That'd be too much of a coincidence. Widen the parameters for any kind of life. Silent worldwide invasion. Put themselves into your daily life quietly, no need to raise red alert. They could have been living among you lot for years. Slightly worrying.
And no help from units on MI6, yeah?
I did say slightly.
That's impossible. Mr. Smith never runs out of power. Mom said he's powered by an alien computer found at the bottom of a volcano.
The adventures never stop, do they?
With the flash carrot, I think there's a second signal coming through. I'm just trying to boost the override. Hello? Hello, can you hear me?
Lucky boy.
No. He can't be alive. Me and Mom, we banished him to the world of nightmares.
Who is it? Doctor?
Nightmare Man. I believe we had a bit of unfinished business. Was it you? Did you kill my Sarah Jane?
She was never yours. You actually think she cared about you? You'll be in for a very rude awakening if you find her again.
If? What do you mean if? She's not alive, don't give me false hope. What I'm doing in defense of her memory. I'm taking what I can of this world from your nightmares before they lose themselves to the dark.
I was just waiting for you. And now you're here with your lovely assistant. My plan can finally unfold.
What plan? Hey, I'm talking to you. You helped kill my mom.
That's not gonna work. Not with him. Tell me, Nightmare Man, so why do you pair up with the Shadow Architects? Cause that's one uneasy alliance. A race who can control millions of slaves, and one alien who can send them into nightmares? How do you balance it out?
We have an arrangement. On behalf of the suffering of humanity, one half goes to the Shadow Architects to be sold into slavery, the other sent to me. So many delicious nightmares that I can feed on forever.
Well, you leave the stragglers to rot and decay on what's left of Earth until doomsday.
Win-win-win.
That's impossible. That's only in my head. How did Kitty get that?
I hope I'm wrong, but something tells me I'm not. The walls of this universe are breaking down. He is able to take the resources in the realm of nightmares
And make them real, as if fighting off the Shadow Architect wasn't enough. Now we've got our own nightmares to drown in instead. You are right, this world is doomed.
It is a pretty big to-do list. Oh.
Doesn't sound like a good...
I've just figured out what that timer in the TARDIS is for, and it's not good. Nightmare Man fixed it as soon as we landed because he's clever in adapting to our technology. Somehow, he leached his energy through the dimensional walls of my TARDIS and fixed that screen there.
Taking dream energy out of this parallel universe and transmitting it into real nightmares for hours.
Actually, it's more based on the science of brainwaves. The more you think about something as possible, the more he draws from your imagination with some type of advanced energy from his universe. But two negatives can't make a positive. He's stuck in the middle. It's more like a projection than reality.
Everyone is down. Snap. Well done, team.
Mum would be pissed about that.
Oh yeah, sorry. Got a bit carried away.
And what exactly did you do besides cost Luke another trip to IKEA?
sent both waves of energy collapsing back in on him, plus full transmission was dismissed. So, one negative and one positive cancels out his perception filter. That's why he's been getting around Earth this whole time.
But if the clock in the TARDIS wasn't real anyway, was it counting down too?
It wasn't, until now. It wasn't just ticking down to this world's destruction like I thought. It's counting down to the exact moment that the Shadow Architects make the deal with the Nightmare Man, and the walls of reality crumble down, which makes everything affected, even our world.
Would you say that until now?
Of course, one negative and one positive cancels out his signal. You didn't just get the Nightmare Man off the telly, you made him real.
And now he's somewhere out there, Doctor. You can't stop him, right? You're clever, really clever. You said marine biology?
Spot on. Well, used to be a nurse at Royal Hope. Looked after the doctor while she regenerated. That's how we met. Sort of. Long story. You're insanely smart.
Biological transfer from the Bane. I can never be fully human. Technically, they may be as an experiment. Sarah Jane gave me a new life.
You're not so bad.
How are you doing, team? Things look bad, I get that. Good news is I have a small work in process plan. Small, tiny problem, I need to be on the Shadow Architect's ship to carry it out.
What? That's suicide.
Yeah, well, never stopped me before, has it? Luke, I need you and that super brain of yours to make some calculations about the dimensions of the ship. Carrie?
What now? Hold the coats?
You're coming with me to the ship, taking the sticky way in while I deal with the boss. That's why I need you as insurance.
You're kidding. Doctor, you never use weapons. Or bombs. What is this world turning you into?
Someday, Carrie Fisher, you might know why I know how to operate a bomb, why there's a spare gun in the back of the TARDIS at all times, and why I hear the screams of innocence before I close my eyes. This world didn't turn me into anything. I'm surviving.
Diameter of the ship is 28'7", height
56.1 meters.
That's
Exactly right. Well done, Carrie. Sometimes I do underestimate you. I'm sorry, I'm working on it. So, ready to break...
And blow them up?
I'm not going to blow them up. I'm going to offer them a deal first, because that's what Sarah Jane would want. If I can get inside the ship and infiltrate the timer that's connected with the TARDIS, maybe I can get the Nightmare Man's attention. And that, I'm afraid, is where you come in.
How do you mean?
I need someone the Nightmare Man has no idea how to fight to be the one who makes contact. You up for the job? Nothing here.
You sure? Apart from the imminent possibility of death?
Yeah, well, that's just a given. Do try not to die if you can manage it. I can see in here first. You go around the back so I get through to the main command room. I'll leave you my sonic. Only contact me when you've got contact with the Nightmare Man. Got that? Don't deviate from the plan. And most importantly, don't wander.
Doctor!
Hands off. Alright. Are you alright?
Doctor, please. What happened to Sarah Jane? Please. Don't let that happen to me. Don't let me be killed.
Looks like I have to deliver on that a bit sooner than I thought. Get behind me.
Doctor, you will not be so quick to reclaim your companion.
Oh yeah, looks like I'm already a step ahead of you. Got me sonic, got me sword, I'm sorted.
You have deviated the rights of combat as prosecuted by the Shadow Architects. You are hereby challenged to a duel.
Ooh, I like a good sword fight. What's the prize? My life? Carrie?
This universe.
Done. Carrie, hold my jacket. Am I right thinking that the legal rights of combat to the challenge start? Okay.
Where'd you learn to sword fight.
Near Nikito. Right, fellas, I should introduce you sometime. Stay back. If I challenge and they win this universe. I win. Take me to your leader.
Surrender your companion, and you have a deal.
Sorry, you should have taken your eyes off the prize if you wanted to win. You again, boys? I knew you missed me.
This seems to be something new. The Doctor using her precious little companions as bait for my nightmares?
No bait. First line of defense, and I have a question for you, Nightmare Man. Why are you in the League of the Shadow Architects? 'Cause the way I understand it, you're pretty powerful just by yourself.
We have an arrangement. Equal split of profits, if you like.
This world is collapsing in on itself as we speak.
Exactly! This world is dying! Think of all the despair, the misery, the terror! That's what I feed on. The more of those emotions, the better for me. And the Shadow Architects ensure that I get my share.
Ah, so you are in alliance with them. Bad news for you, though. When this planet cracks like an egg, there's going to be nothing left for you to feed on. What happens then?
There is a prophecy. When the herald of the Dark World falls, the Man of Nightmares will take the shadows for his own. Everyone asleep in a little world of terror. The real world soon won't be much better. Call it a small mercy.
Right, when everyone's asleep, you're in charge. I get that. Obvious appeal there. Hell, if it were that easy, everyone would do it. But there's gotta be another reason besides Sarah Jane dying. What did this prophecy show you exactly? What's in it for you?
As soon as the entire human race is asleep, and this planet burns itself out, there's no trouble for me. Much more for the Shadow Architects. You see, they don't have the power to create infinite parallel universes through everyone's nightmares. And with everyone dead on Earth, just think of the millions of alternate realities I could control, all because of a little dream.
Throwing the Shadow Architects onto the bus with the humans, then. I bet they won't be pleased about that. You think they realized who's really in control now?
Ah, that makes Smith's death all the sweeter. When she's passed, I will create a special trap for the Shadow Architects, using all the secrets of her mind. And you want to know the best part? She agreed to it!
Sarah Jane's still alive. Luke, he has to know. Doctor. Oh, pick up the phone.
Hello, you've reached the doctor. I probably won't call you back.
Bloody useless.
Not often I kneel before a first date.
Pity. I hope to signify your position of power as you watch this world burn. Think of all the lives we're failing to save, and still you play the fool.
If you've heard anything about me, by now you should be running to the other side of the universe. You've heard people I care about. That stops now.
How can it stop when this universe doesn't even have a doctor?
No. That can't be right. Luke, he knew who I was. He helped me get here so I could save this world.
Yes, a perfect mold to put in the real world, wasn't he? Good of Mr. Grindelwald to follow through on his favors at the world's end.
That's why I don't exist. In this world, I'm not real. Everything you told me about Sarah Jane was a lie. She was just made that way. Made to be a murderer. I didn't do anything to cause it, but it doesn't matter if Sylvia is a doctor or not. I'm here now, and because of Sarah Jane, I'm going to try and give you a chance. A lot of people have died and I'm not happy. I don't think you realize how utterly stupid you're being. In 20 minutes, this world is going to collapse in on itself and bring you with it. Do you even realize? Oh, you do. You do realize. Because in this world, you're not powerful enough to take over the universe. That's why you have people like Grindelwald and the Nightmare Man to do your dirty work for you. Wait, that means you knew I was coming on board. You wanted me here to advance your empire and use my best friend Zach as bait. How much do you think makes me want to help you right now?
Sarah Jane Smith is insignificant.
Not to me, she isn't. And with that sentence, you just thought it's right to even talk to me. But I'll make it easier on you. This isn't an infiltration anymore, it's a rescue mission. Well, if you touch Sarah Jane, you better know right now. I'm finding her. I'm getting her back to her son, safe and alive.
We scanned you on your way in. You don't have any weapons or plans. Like you say, this universe is collapsing. It won't make any difference in a minute. Why bother with the heroics? They only ever let you down.
Yeah, I'm glad you asked. Even more glad you wouldn't let me ramble enough to distract you. Because if there's something you should have done, you should have searched my coat pockets. Doctor. Sarah.
What the hell are you doing? Where's the doctor?
Hello, you two. I've had my own training with this sort of thing. Better than black belt. The doctor's already inside. She sent me the other way around to contact the Nightmare Man, and I found something really important.
The doctor's inside on her own, and she's in a lot of trouble. The Shadow Architects that were dormant?
Why do I get the feeling you're going to say they're active?
Yeah, they're not dormant anymore. You need to get the hell out of here.
Maybe the doctor does, but I can handle this. She can't. Not when there's someone she loves being used against her.
Carrie, what did you find?
Sarah Jane is still alive. The Nightmare Man is teaming up with the Shadow Architects and they're controlling her. She's turned evil, and whoever she is now, she's not the person the doctor fell in love with.
How do you... Mom, never...
Trust me, I know. You need to get up there now and help her. I'm locking on the teleport to your location.
Do the teleporter base now, and if I'm lucky, I'll end up in the same room as the Doctor and Mom.
And if you're not lucky?
I'll be held into space with an unbreathable atmosphere. Going for the first option.
Me too. Sending the coordinates now.
Well, look what the cat dragged in. They did say you'd always drop in at the last moment. And they were right. 50 minutes to save the world, and I wonder, do you care so little that you let all of us burn?
Sarah, please, they've done something to your mind. Let me erase their control. You're better than this.
Better than what, Doctor? You don't know me. Your Sarah Jane might be better. I am not her.
No. You have a heart. I know you. I know the real Sarah Jane. You can't take that away from me, no matter how hard you try.
Doctor,
I know. My Sarah Jane. I know.
You know, you can't save me.
No. But I can. I can't save Luke. Earth is about to collapse in on itself, Sarah. You're already well past saving. If I could possibly find a way to save Luke from destruction, you have my word that I will.
Interesting. That was a test, to see how far you'd go. I did wonder if you'd ever be careless enough to save my son. That boy. One life in this entire universe and yet everyone else suffer. Who's to say he deserves to be rescued more than anybody else?
Sarah, you asked.
Do not call me that. No one calls me that. It'll be Miss Smith to you. I'll make you a deal. Since you're so ready to let us burn, you can either watch as this universe is destroyed, or save me.
I can't do that. It's alright, Miss Smith, please. Luke, what the hell are you doing?
Doctor, there's more at stake here than you understand. Carrie just told me the Nightmare Man is going to betray the Shadow Architects and...
And what? What?
Just in time for my plan to unfold. There's a prophecy about this world, Doctor. I've been working closely with Mr. Grindelwald to complete it. The herald of this world will save it from the darkness that is coming, and twist it into her own heart. I betrayed the Shadow Architects for the Nightmare Man. Once they collapse in on themselves with this world's destruction, he puts everyone to sleep, feeding off all the alternative realities through me.
Central hive mind. You sacrificed yourself as a herald. You're not my Sarah Jane.
Finally, Doctor. Give me back my mom. Now! You do not want to be worse off than you already are.
Oh, Luke. Don't you realize? Didn't the doctor tell you?
Realize what?
Sarah Jane is well past dead. We've been using her as bait for you this whole time.
I'm sorry, Luke. She's nothing more than a foot soldier. I knew as soon as I felt her pulse. She didn't have one.
This must be what the Nightmare Man is using. Some advanced form of this science's magic, anyway.
I can't save Sarah Jane, I'm sorry. But you've just given me complete faith that I could save you and the Nightmare Man for good.
Then let's get together.
Failing. Life support failing. Open the rift, we're dying.
It's you! The ghost that's been following me. No, hang on. Not ghost. You've been astral projecting.
I've been trapped for such a long time. The Shadow Architects are draining my power.
Except it's not just the Shadow Architects, is it? You're the final link.
He took me when I was a little girl. The nightmare man. He fed off my fear. I was the one who received the prophecy. He used my fears against me to make it real, then...
And then you were converted. I'm so sorry this happened to you. No wonder you were calling out for help.
There is a way. A way to defeat him. Luke brought the test tubes from Bannerman Road. You need to inject them into me. That will split the link.
I can't do that. I can't take responsibility. You'll die.
I can.
Doctor, please, think about this. She's an innocent woman. She was taken from her home as a kid. She doesn't deserve this.
One life against thousands. You get to make that decision, Carrie Fisher. It's always me. I've done it more times than I can count, and it never fails to destroy my heart.
But the universe is already collapsing, Doctor. You can't save all of them.
In theory, yes. You didn't notice, did you? She's not just hooked up to the ship, she's connected to the major population centres. Assuming that Grindelwald has rounded everyone up by now, they're in a safe place. Could you transport them?
I can transport the ones in the capital with Grindelwald to your universe. That's the best I can do. My systems are drained as is.
Doctor, please, listen to me. You're not a god. You can't do this. The consequences could rip reality apart.
I can save you and the Queen, or I can let them all die. There really isn't a third option here.
Yes, there is. There always is.
How do you know that?
Because you're the doctor. Think of something. If no one else believes you, I do.
That's it. The fire, the fury. I wondered if I'd have to tear Sarah Jane apart to get that reaction. But consider for a moment. Is this universe really worth saving? What if Sarah Jane Smith never cared about you at all?
Those hugs, those farewells. Those times we laughed about how silly you know it was. All the times you saved me and I saved you. Our troubles with Harry. The sacrifices we made. And how you loved me.
Leave her alone.
And then there's you. More alone than anyone. And furthest from home. If you ever had one with a father like that. You're right, you know. He despises you. You'll never live up to what he wants.
Doctor, don't give in to this. He's trying to twist your mind against her. Just think. What would Sarah do? She loves you, Doctor.
I'm so sorry. Get down. The Shadow Queen. What was her name?
I don't know.
Carrie?
No, you don't need to explain anything. I understand.
Fine, yes. Thank you. It's the Shadow Architects. They didn't complete the deal with the Nightmare Man. I can't win. Luke, I'm sorry, I can't save everyone.
No, but we can try.
Carrie, get away from them.
Listen, all of you. You've killed innocent people, destroyed this world. But you don't have to be killed with it. What kind of victory is that? I'll make you an offer. If you release the one half you put into slavery, my father, I'll help you build your colony again.
Carrie, stop being an idiot. You can't save him. You can't save anyone. I'm sorry, I've learnt that now. I was wrong.
I'm offering you help. Can't you see that?
You'd allow us to live.
Not on my watch you won't. Make my king beg for mercy, will you? Spare his life. You do not get to make such commands.
Sarah, stop this.
Go. All of you. Go.
When you say all of us...
We're saving Luke. No. Don't even argue. If we can't save only one person, please. Just one. Look at him. He's 19, for Christ's sakes. You really want him to die now? Here? Really?
I have to leave you in a different universe, not ours. You can't travel with us, do you understand?
Doctor, thank you. You won't regret this.
I bet you're not. You owe me.
This is our final dance. The final time. Knew that when we took this chance, that we would both be incomplete. In the darkest moments that we lived, I'd wipe your eyes and hold you close. So many sins I must forgive.
Come to Mummy. Come on, there's a good TARDIS. Come on.
I know I'll never find the words I didn't want our time to end. Yes, it hurts, but I need again.
Doctor!
I set to emergency autopilot. I can't hold it much longer. Sarah, you have to let me go. I can't save you. I'm so sorry.
Look after him.
Doctor, thank you for saving me. Those things you said, you were right. You've seen more than any of us. You've lost more. No one should ever have to make those choices.
Yet I do.
I know. That's why Mum loved you. I'll lead a quiet life. No mixing with the real Luke's friends. No going off to you.
You could do that, but I was thinking you might want to come aboard.
What? The TARDIS travel with you?
I could always do better with on board.
Oh, I can't wait to see the library here. Mum says this place is massive.
You alright?
Always. You're right. Sometimes you can't save everyone. One person has to be enough. Welcome aboard.